Hello everyone, Maria here again. Today I will be giving a demonstration video on how to make a proper sock bun. Many of you may be wondering what the heck is a sock bun, but the reason why I chose this topic is because, believe it or not, for the military woman, if you're out there, you know what I mean. Making a sock bun is one of the most important parts of the military uniform. And it's also a hassle because you have to do it under such a short amount of time. As you know, for males, a certain haircut is a requirement, and it also is part of the uniform. Same thing goes for females. If your hair is not short enough to where it doesn't touch the bottom of your collar, it shouldn't touch the bottom of your collar, it should pass over the top of your collar, then you're required to have it up. And if your hair is long enough, say like my length of hair, then you are required to have it in a sock bun, or people prefer to have it in just a wrap of their natural hair. But just the sock bun gives it a more professional appearance. And also in boot camp we are taught to properly make a sock bun, especially for the Marine women out there that are active duty right now. It is a sense of pride and presentation. Marine females take this sock doing business very seriously. So today I will be presenting how to properly do it and the tools that you will need to do so. You will need, first of all, let me unroll this sock. A regular black sock, as such, and the longer it is, the bigger the bun is going to be, and there is limitations on the bun, so you want to make sure that it's not too thick and not too long. The bun cannot be past 3 inches of width. So if the bun is so big that you can see it from the sides of your head through the front, it's wrong, it's incorrect. And you're gonna need black scrunchies. In the military, you're not allowed to use white scrunchies or brown or pink or purple. You're allowed to use black, and if you have a darker color, let's say gray or brown, you want to make sure that you use that color inside of your hair and save the black for the outer part, which is after you put the bun in your hair. Obviously for the females that are natural blondes, they are allowed to use tan or very light colors that match the natural hair color, but definitely not white, because white would be considered an eccentric hair color anyway, so it's not accepted. You need a bottle of gel. I like to use this gel because it pretty much flattens your hair so tight that it looks perfect. No flyaways, no frizzies, nothing. Females can use mousse, conditioner, hairspray, whatever works for them, but I personally use gel. So the point is to have your hair nice and tight, tidy, presentable, and these are the kind of products that do that for you. Depends on your hair texture and type. And you're gonna need a pair of scissors and a brush. You can go as far as using a comb, a very thin, fine comb, to outline the part of your hair or make it as flat as possible. But if your hair is manageable, a comb will do just fine. You want to start off by grabbing the top of your sock, as such. Well, this would be considered the top, and this is where your toes are at. So you want to cut the top as to where there's a small hole, so you can roll it and it's gonna look like a donut in the end. But you don't want to make it too big, because then the bun is gonna be a little bit loose and it's not gonna give that tight illusion. So you're just gonna cut the tip off right here. I already had made a slight cut before, but just cut the tip off as such. And now you have a hole here and a hole in the top. You're gonna start with the top because this is where the elastic is, and it's gonna tighten the entire bun. So all you have to do is roll it, really, like a donut, if you ever make donuts. But as you roll it, you want to stretch it to where there's no lumps, because it will show around the edges of the hair that's going to cover the bun. So you want to make sure you're stretching as you're rolling. And then at the end, just give it a quick scrunch back, and you're going to have this little perfect donut looking hair tie. Now these, you can buy them, but if you do it the old-fashioned way, a sock will work just fine, but it has to be black. Unless your hair is blonde, like I said before, then you want to use like a tan sock or something. So then you apply a little bit of gel just to where the areas that most have frizziness or are untapeable, which for me would just be my sides right here and the bottom, of course, because I have some curly hair in the bottom. So I'm going to brush this out to my left because that is my natural part, and just keep brushing until the entire back and front is nice and tight as such, like so. You want to make sure that all the hair is pulled back. You're not allowed to have any hair in the front. Even if you have bangs, you have to push them back. So I suggest, if you have long hair, do not get bangs, because you'll be forced to have them pulled back like this anyways. So once your hair is tight like this, you want to make sure that your ponytail, the first initial one, is going to be somewhere by the middle of your ear or all the way in the bottom of your neck, because you are going to be wearing a cover, and the cover approximately comes up to here. And with the bun, once the bun is placed, you don't want to not be able to wear your cover. So you're gonna do this ponytail initially. Make sure your hair is still tight around the edges. Now this is the easiest part that a lot of females get messed up. Since you already have a donut, all you have to do is place it in your hair as if it was another extra ponytail. And all you have to do here really is grab your hair in half and then part it to where all the hair covers the bun as such. You can use a comb, but really, if your hair is thick enough, you don't really need to. Now you're going to use one ponytail to cover it. Don't tighten it. Don't tighten the initial ponytail, because it's going to mess up the hair that's already split evenly around the bun. So you're going to use a second ponytail to just make sure that bun is nice and tight in your hair. Then with all this little extra hair you have here, all you have to do is grab a little bit of gel again if you need to, and just start wrapping it around. Wrapping it, until it pretty much looks invisible. And once you have that, you put your last ponytail. You want to make sure that that ponytail also is hidden with your same hair, as tight as you possibly can, right? Okay, and then check the front, make sure it's good. If you need to add more gel, of course you just add more gel. And If you need to add gel in the bun area, well, you do that as well. But other than that, your bun should look like this, and your appearance in uniform will always look great. So thanks everyone for watching.